Welcome back to Sands of Salzaar. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'd know I'd spend a decent amount of time playing the Knight-Errant class. After having to level a few of them for my guide videos, I worked out a pretty quick way to do it. So I thought I'd make this video just to show you my process and hopefully you can copy it. For this playthrough, I'm going to keep the difficulty on normal, but if you try it on hard or epic, let me know how it goes. So for this class, we get 3 bonus wisdom crystals. That's pretty good. But on the downside, all the tribes are going to want to kill us. Some of the other characters start with companions or troops, but we just start with our trusty horse. I'll just keep the basic character model, and I'll give him a name that suits what we're doing. I'm only going to use 60 points, that way anyone that's watching can copy what I'm doing. This time I'm going to get strength and agility potions and then 2 stamina. Okay, so here we are in Salzaar. The clock started and we're ready to go. I should probably use my wisdom crystals and potions before I forget. Just make my way over to Malak to fight the Ifrit and get this party started. Ah, heck. So, I've forgotten to spend my skill points. Anyway, let's have a look at these real quick, eh? So, Swordplay Kamikaze. This skill lets you dive into your enemies and deal AoE damage. Once we unlock that, we can upgrade it with Crash Landing, so whoever we hit will get knocked up in the air. Because we have 4 points to spend, I'll normally spend 2 on those, and then I'll spend 1 on Insight and 1 on Insight Plus. Insight gives you a small disable immunity after you use a skill, but also it unlocks Insight Plus that lets you ignore enemy armor. This is how I spend my points, but feel free to change it up however you like. I don't mean to be rude, Malik, but we don't care. We've got more important things to do. So once Malik lets you go, we're going to be heading to Redstone Valley. Home sweet home. Well, first of all, I'm going to check the Mount Merchant. Looks like I'm in luck. The white horse is a little bit faster than the brown horse. You don't need it, but it will help you outrun enemies. We can't use it till we're level 5, so for now we'll just go to our first encounter. This is a level 3 encounter, but we're only level 1, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. First we initiate with Kamikaze, and then we back off so that we don't get surrounded. The spot I'm standing is good because the terrain stops the enemies from surrounding me. And once the cooldown for Kamikaze is up, we'll bait them back to us to use it again. Just like that, we're now level 3. With our 2 skill points, we're going to unlock Shadow Step and Safeguard. Shadow Step lets us dash back and forward through our enemies, whereas Safeguard will give us a small shield every time we hit someone with that skill. Now that we have Shadow Step, this fight should be a lot quicker. Okay, Malik's back. We're not going to do the main quest, right now at least, but we are going to head towards the lava void, just because there's an item there I want to get. When it comes to the roaming packs, I tend to go after the beasts and the rebels, just because the bandits only give about a third of the experience that they do. You can fight them if you want, but for me, I'm just trying to focus on leveling. Actually, just for science, let's fight these guys real quick. Well, it was all we needed to get to level 5, but as you notice, we only get 220 experience from it compared to 700. At least now that we're level 5, we can use our white horse. Man, that was actually really lucky. If he'd got me then, there's no way I would have been able to beat him, and I don't have enough money to pay him off. So when we walk over here, we're going to get a prompt. If you have a moral conscience when you play video games, don't read the text, just click take the sword. Okay, so this time we just got a normal broadsword, but it's still better than the sword we started with. The quality of sword you get is kind of randomly generated. I've gotten mythic and rare broadswords before, but for what we're doing, we only need a normal sword. Now would be a good time to spend my skill points. I'm going to get stable landing and then probably put another point into Insight Plus. From this point, I'm going to head south to Umbral Cliffs, keeping off the main roads when I can and looking out for beast packs. There are a bunch of encounters in Umbral Cliffs. It's pretty much the perfect place to farm experience. So at level 9, I'm going to want 4 skill points. So from level 6 onwards, I'm going to save all the skill points I get. We're going to have to be level 9 to do the next fight. I was hoping once I use those stones that would be enough, but it looks like we still need a little bit more. Lucky for us, it looks like there's some bandits or something up ahead. Now things are about to get exciting. At level 9 we can unlock cold steel. This is going to be your main DPS tool. Put 3 points into it and use the 4th to unlock cold front. We've just turned level 9, but our next encounter is level 16. It's not that hard, but if you're not feeling confident about it, feel free to save now. It's a bit hard to see, but when you use cold steel, it sends out a line of swords that damage and stun anyone it hits. Just as that stun wears off though, the swords explode, dealing damage to anyone in the area. Now that we're level 13, we can unlock Star Crusher. We're going to put 1 point in Star Crusher and 3 points in Temperance. Temperance increases our physical attack, which scales with all our other skills as well. Natural Flow is an ability we could have gotten earlier, but I just chose not to. It really gets better the more swordplay skills you have. At level 15 we get the simple but effective Swashbuckler technique that gives us an extra 15% damage to all our skills. So this is the first prison dungeon we've dealt with. After finishing it, I now have some troops in my party. I'm going to have to dismiss them because I don't want to share experience. Just a heads up, you should definitely save before you attempt this next fight. As you start running into higher level units, you'll find more that can stun you, and as soon as you get stunned, you're pretty much screwed. So with these guys, I start off by using Kamikaze, because it gives me resilience for 2 seconds. Then I use my other abilities, and then end off with the Star Crusher. While I still have resilience from Star Crusher, I retreat back to the tree line. I wait for Cold Steel to be up again, and then I go and finish them off. As you can see, we got 16,000 experience from finishing that, which is pretty massive. We even got a little lizard man, but I guess we're gonna have to get rid of him as well. Sayonara, lizard man. At this point of the game, I'm not really worried about running into enemy tribes. There's only one guy I'm worried about probably, and that's Ludo Khan. That guy might turn into a bull, but he doesn't take any bull crap. Only 7,000 experience until I get to level 20. I've got my sights set on another one of those level 16 dungeons though, so once I've cleared that, I should be finished. For this one, I'll be using the same tactic I did before, and save if you need to. And just like that, we've gone from level 1 to level 20 in 8 days. I recorded the route I took using a map made by Tran, who has a really good guide on Steam. This video was a bit longer than the ones I normally like to make, so thanks for sticking around. I'll see you on the next one.